As the situation in Ukraine worsens, it's become increasingly clear that American weakness can have damaging consequences. Have a look at this today from President Biden.
She was the former governor of the state of Michigan. Wrong. She was a former state, she was a governor. And Ambassador Linda Thomas Greenfield, who has done a little change in the arrangement, who's on the stage because of the First Lady's husband contracting COVID, but that's right. She's fine. It's me. That's not together. The second lady, the first gentleman.
It'd be fun if it wasn't serious. I mean, it's not just one embarrassing faux pas. Time and time again, it's consistent, it's embarrassing, it's dangerous, just at a time when Western leadership is more important than any other time in our history since the Second World War. Joining me now to discuss this and a whole lot more around the world in international politics, my wonderful Wednesday panellist, Sky News host Cory Bernardi, and the Daily Telegraph's political editor and an outsider's stalwart, James Morrow. Cory, is it any wonder why Putin and Xi and almost every other bad guy around the world isn't scared of this bloke?
Peter, I think you summed it up. The world is at a critical juncture and Joe Biden is the leader we don't need right now. Little wonder these other leaders are chancing their arm. They know America is weak. It is deeply compromised. And I have to say, Peter, it's not Joe Biden's fault. I mean, the cognitive decline is obvious. It's clear. It is a progress of his ageing. But the people who put him there, the Democrats who nominated him, knew this was happening, and they have done America a huge disservice, the consequences of which we are all going to be paying the price of in world peace, Peter.
Well, we were talking about Mean Girls before, a reference to Kimberly Kitching. I have to say, sometimes I look at Biden, James Morrow, and I think of Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah, well, it is Weekend at Bernie's, but here's the much deeper problem, Peter. It's that, you know, beyond Joe Biden, there's not a very deep bench here. Back in 1938, 39, you had FDR, you had Winston Churchill, you had Charles de Gaulle out there on the world stage fighting for freedom, fighting for the West. Who do you have here? Joe Biden, and then if he goes, who is it? Kamala Harris? Seriously? I mean, this is a woman who just stands and cackles inappropriately at absolutely everything. She doesn't know where she is. She's north flank, east flank. Did you see that the other day? She is everything that they joked about what Sarah Palin would be as vice president, absolutely brought to life. She's Joe Biden's best insurance policy in the job. But as you say, no wonder that Vladimir Putin, Xi Jinping, all of the other bad guys, the Ayatollahs, they're all just sitting back and laughing and saying, we're going to take as much as we can while these clowns are in office.
Unsurprisingly, and they are.